Veal-up. Ooh, it did go live fast. I hardly had time to even think about it. Hi, this is Craft Roulette. If you have never been here before, please sit back, relax, and enjoy a little card-making improvisation if you would like. We aren't going to be teaching anything. We're going to be enjoying each other's company and the company of our chatterboxes. This is our 2nd anniversary. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have Jayma Mommy here. We're going to meet her officially here in just a little bit. This is a great time for you to share our link to any of your crafty friends, and then you guys can text each other while the show's going on. So sit back, relax. This is Craft Roulette, episode 103, and we'll let Jayma say hi.
Hello.
Go ahead and talk a little bit because Mr. Producer has to hear you.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. It's good to be back and good to see you all. I've got the chat going here, and hello.
They've got their stretchy pants on. We have discovered that our creative gland or muscle is right here in our waistband. So we always wear our stretchy pants because by Friday evening, we just need some room. So thank you, Travis Boone.
True.
Yeah. And then it starts in the morning on Saturday morning because we just like our stretchy pants all the time. So
pretty much all the time for me.
Yeah, pretty much. I do have a pair of jeans that I wear occasionally. As soon as I get home, man, off they go and into my stretchy pants. It's serious. It's a serious relationship. Very serious relationship.
I think working from home has ruined me. I never want to dress up again.
No, I don't either. There's things that I have, and I'm thinking, I'm never going to dress up again. Why do I have them? I think they're on their way out, too. That's right, Deputy Heidi. We don't want to forget our snacks. We always have this time to have our tailgate party. Beer and pizza, too. That's right. Those things, they like to stay right here and help our creative muscle. It's good to see everybody. Hope you've had a great week. Judy G, you got quite a haul today. That was exciting. And I know you're going to just make tons of cards to give away, which is very nice. We've got Sweden here. Sweden, Christina, has been with us every week since the original Craft Bowl, which you were on. And she has sent in a card every week since the original Craft Bowl. You were her first show. Yeah.
Oh.
There's Steph.
She must have liked what she saw.
We like what we get to see from her. Chaos in the Craft Room. Steph from Australia is here. She has a process video from last week. It's really great. Danny's Dream. She'll be on in a couple of weeks. We're glad to see you in the chat. Anna, nice to see you. Smurf, who is not blue, is here. I met her on a Zoom call, a patron Zoom call. I was honestly quite relieved to see that she was not blue. But super fun. Or wear the little pants with big buttons and a funny hat. Yep, there's Christina. She liked what she saw. You're right. Very good. We're going to start here at about 6:30. So if you are watching the replay and you want to buzz on up to the 10-minute mark, that's when we will really start. Hello, Linda the Nice Gorman. Oh, did we have some great cards this week? Yes, we did. All 126, I think, of them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I know. They're good, too. They're so varied and so good.
They always are.
They really are. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of the
so many creative
submissions.
People.
They're very smart. Well, welcome, Melissa. You can cross stitch away. We'll just try to make a little noise when we get excited for you to look. Hello, Luann. Is your card made? What are we going to get on this on the parameters this week? You seem to have intuition. Hello, Heather. How are you? Dawn. Caitlin, you're back. I'm glad to see you back. Did you recover from last week? That was fun. You were a fun guest. Yes, Sherry, there are over 100 every. I didn't do a bunch of history or anything about the show for tonight. You all have been, a lot of you have been around since the beginning.
Make a post on Facebook with some history.
Yeah, we could make a post on the Facebook about the history. You hope Mr. Wheel hasn't entered the terrible twos, Smurf. The very idea. And you're loaded with your robot stamp. That's good. I don't think there's a whole lot of new parameters tonight. Just a couple that we had from last time. Oh, yeah. You were here, Heidi, Deputy Heidi, when we only had 40. That seemed like a lot to me. Well, hello, Julie. The great Julie. Nice.
Our first show with Jama.
Oh, Mr. Producer just said our first show with Jama had 25 people watching, and we were excited.
I remember that.
It was big time. It still is.
Yeah.
And what Caitlin told me last week was just imagine having 25 people in a room waiting to hear you talk. I'm like,
That's true.
I would be careful.
I'm glad I can't see everybody.
That's right. We just see these names go by. Aw, we love you too, Marie. Those robot stamps. Oh, those have been the biggest deal. Do you have a robot stamp, Jama?
I might have one. I remember seeing that, and I was glad that it wasn't on the show.
It's not on there right now.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, we had fun with it.
I usually don't veto. I like to roll with whatever's given, and I can usually improv with anything, but I actually have a veto in mind tonight.
Not a bad
Only
idea.
because I'm planning to make my husband's birthday card.
Oh.
So there's one parameter that just wouldn't really work very well.
I'm wondering what that might be.
See if anyone can guess.
Don't tell me. Yes.
I won't tell you till you ask. Go check out the parameters. See if you guys can guess which one.
Yeah. Now I'm kind
And his birthday is on St. Patrick's Day.
Ah.
I usually try to incorporate clover or something like that. Beer.
Mm-hmm.
Made him a beer-shaped card one year. That was fun.
That's cute.
And I think actually the last couple of years I didn't even give him a card because he just doesn't appreciate them like
I hear
some
you.
people would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he even noticed. I just gave him some beer.
There you go.
Good.
He didn't take the beer and say, "Where's the card?"
No.
No.
Although he is sentimental and he does save everything I give him.
Oh.
He's got a file folder. So I figure I probably should start up again.
Just make them simple. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have some ideas in my head of what I want to do.
Ellen's saying it's
We'll see
time.
if it works.
Ellen has called the time button.
It's time.
And it's time. I haven't seen Jackie, but I know that Janet's here and she has proxy to get us started. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Jama down for a few minutes and let her relax and get ready for tonight because we have Craft Roulette to have some fun with. So wait a minute, Smurf. You can't jump right to spin time. What the heck? We have protocol around here. Schedules, schedules. We'll be right back after we start off right regular. Thanks, guys. Fun University and your intrepid and somewhat thick-tongued host of Craft Roulette. This is our second anniversary. It's our 103rd show. Don't do the math. It doesn't quite turn out to 2 years. But that's okay because my math is never quite right anyway. This is a very exciting night. We have been coming on every Friday night, 6:30 Central Time, for 2 years, and we have changed a lot, but we've kept the same premise throughout the whole 102 episodes. So one thing we have done, we've made a lot of really, really nice friends. We like to say, hey, Patty, it's Fun Friday, don't we? We also have Jackie Rip, who gives us the, there's the little, I forgot to bring my flag over, the Go Get 'em. What we are is the ultimate crafting, paper crafting, card making game show challenge. And we are going to do some improv. We don't know what we're going to make yet, so I can't give you any kind of help on what you should have handy, even though Lou Ann Johnson probably knows. And we will be showing lots of samples of cards that we had sent in last week. You can participate in the show as we go along. We're going to tell you all about these things. Lots of information down in the description. What else do we have? Oh, well, Mr. Mike kind of dressed up for the night, didn't he? He's looking mighty dapper with his little color wheel cufflink from Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis. I wanted to make sure you saw that. It's very, very classy. He's wearing his tails. He's looking good. I'm looking about the same. But that's kind of par for the course because I've got my stretchy pants on. What else do we have? I don't think we have much of anything. Got some mail call coming up to share with you. Got 126 gatefold cards. If you ever have been stumped on a gatefold, just stick around. We've got the answer for you. Yes, he's very elegant. Let's bring on Jema Malmy. She was our first guest on Craft Roulette, and we're so glad to have her back. Welcome.
Hello. Good to be back. I like seeing the different state listed there.
Yes, Mr. Producer changed that right before the show started. He said, "Oh, I got to change your state." Yeah, tell us about. Yes, right. Tell us a little bit about yourself because there are some people that probably haven't had the pleasure.
Yes, it has been quite some time. So last time I was on 6 months ago, I lived in Indiana, and now I live in Colorado. So there's been a lot of changes. Yeah.
And your parents even moved to Colorado, too.
Yes. My parents have lived in Southern California my whole life, 41 years. And so they just moved to Colorado Springs.
That's
and
exciting.
That's about a little under 2 hours away from me. So that's really exciting. But they left my sister behind. So
oh, well, she'll be coming out soon, I hope. Well, but then again, it's kind of nice to have somebody in Southern California for a touchdown spot. So
that is true. Yes.
Yeah.
And my husband's family is still there, all of them. So, and they like coming here to visit too. They've all been out here already.
Yep. Jema has 2 little kids. They're adorable, and you guys have been tromping around in the mountains and enjoying the scenes and sights of your new surroundings. This was a choice to move to Colorado. You got to the place where your husband's job was sending you here or there and the other, and you decided to go somewhere and find work instead, right? Basically,
yeah. We moved around a lot over the last 12 years. California, Oregon, Washington, Indiana, and we decided, you know what? Let's settle somewhere. The kids are, at the age in school where we don't want to keep moving them, and we've always loved the mountains and skiing and snowboarding and hiking and all the outdoor things. And so we said, hey, let's make it work. Let's move to Colorado. And now we're just living the dream. It fits us very well. I even have my mountain sweatshirt.
I love it.
I got for Christmas.
Aw, that's sweet. My husband had the bumper sticker that said native because he was born in Colorado.
Oh, that's cool.
For many years ago.
Oh, he was?
Anyway,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I guess it just never really came up before. Tell us what's been going on crafty-wise in your life.
Well, I'm on YouTube twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I post, and my YouTube channel is scrapbooking mostly. So it's fun to be here and doing more cards. And then some of you may know that I'm part of the creative design team with 7 other wonderfully creative, crafty ladies, and some of them have been here on the show. And we started a super exciting endeavor recently. A little over a month ago, we started our own membership group. And so it's a monthly membership where we basically teach techniques. It's technique driven, and there are full classes every week and tip videos every week and handouts to go with the classes. And each of us teach classes, and it's been a lot of fun. It was a spinoff from, in October, we do the 31 Days of Christmas cards group, and we had such good feedback for that we kept thinking, like, what else can we do that, you know, we can handle with what else is going on in our lives, because that
busy.
was a lot of work. Yeah, we all have kids and jobs and all the other things. And so we decided to start this membership group, and it's been wonderful. We started with just invited founding members. Everyone who was in our 31 Days of Christmas cards group was invited to be a founding member of this group as we got going and worked out the kinks, and it's gone over really well. We've had a lot of really great, yes, we've had a lot of really great feedback, and there have been some fabulous classes. Like, I am just blown away when I see the other members teach their classes, because they are amazing. And like I said, they're technique driven. They're not product driven, or even not necessarily even project driven. Like, I know a lot of, it's more techniques like how, you know, ways to use your distress oxides. And last month we focused on ways to stretch your dies and get more out of your dies. And this month it's on stitching. And I'm not teaching this month because I'm not a stitcher. And I thought maybe I'll do faux stitching or something. But after watching the other ladies' classes, I'm ready to dive in and try. So it's really inspiring, and we're trying to take the overwhelm out of techniques and help people come up with ideas and break it down. So
I'm sure it's excellent, because everybody that you have on your team is a very, very good crafter, very, very talented, like you said, and very focused on teaching. So that's cool. Congratulations. Yeah. I hope it goes well for you, and we can talk more about it. But right now, it's time to ask that age-old question. What is Craft Roulette? And then we're going to go right into 126 gatefold cards that you will not believe. There's some stitching on at least one. They're cute. Stick around, you guys. We'll be right back. Jamie, I'm so excited to have you back. Chatterboxes, you're looking like you're in good form. Give yourself a... and we're glad you're here. Let's see. What is Craft Roulette?
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
that is what Craft Roulette is, and we are here every Friday night, 6:30 at Central Time, p.m. Central Time. Let's get it in the right way. And we had so much fun last week with our guest, Caitlin Anthony. If you haven't subscribed to her, please go over Caitlin Annalie. And we did get our numbers up. I didn't check late this week, but I know you guys subscribed, and I thank you so much. If you, by the way, haven't subscribed to our channel, please, we would love to have you as subscribers, I guess is what you are. Subs, I don't know what you are. But anyway, it tells you then that you like this, and maybe YouTube will let you know that when we're on next time. All those kind of things. All those mysteries of the internet. But last week, we had great parameters, and I hope Smurf isn't right that the wheel's going to go into his terrible twos now. But we had 126 guest contributions. Isn't that outstanding? We are up to 5,501 cards for our 2 years of submissions, which just blows my mind. We had a gatefold. We had happy colors. This is the brightest gallery you probably will ever see. Acronym was our element, and it was a blast. Get ready for this one. This is just, it is so fun. And I have a drawing, too, of the acronyms that came in, at least most of them. And then we had half and half for our random, which ended up being easy because of the gatefold card. Half and half. But some of you really took it to heart and threw it in too. So well done, you guys. This was my card. As you can see, it looked a little bit different. If you were here last week, it looks a little bit different than what we had Friday night. I get to the point and I go, if I add one more thing, it's going to be a mistake, and I know it, but it needs something, and I usually hit it on Saturday morning. So anyway, that's it. It kind of looks like graffiti. There's our contributor map. That's like aristocrat. The syllables are accented differently. We got you all over the place. We've got Germany and Sweden and we had 2 in Sweden this time. We've got the UK, we've got Australia, we've got lots in Canada, South America, and New Zealand. How about that? And I would be comfortable with each one of you just sitting down and having a craft session with you. I just adore you all. Caitlin Anthony was our first-time guest crafter. This was her adorable card. She, by the way, if you are in this card submission board, make sure you stick around to the end of the show because we have some pretty good gifts this week, including a $25 gift certificate from Sweet November Stamps, which you are not going to want to miss. I don't know. Oh, Mr. Producer said I'm not ready. Just a second. Saya? Is that it? Okay, I'm ready. Let me at him. Laura, it was her first submission. Well done. Amy, for her 14th. So cute. Helen from Portland, her 8th. Peg, oh, yep, with a window. I like that one. Jennifer Hunstead, her 30th. She's a zero hero. I forgot to tell you what that was. Wendy Jarvis is 54. Melody, number 7. Chassid McBrayer, number 8. That's so bright. Catherine Taylor, her 43rd. Dawn Lima, her 8th. Watch for all those OMGs. Danica Burlingame, then no. Peyton Thomas, one of our junior crafters. Well done. Saya Anderson, I've been practicing. I hope that's close. Sarah, I know it's Mara. I have to rhyme it with Sarah. Gina, number 35. Arlene Finnegan, 44. I mailed your goodie bag today. Feline Mays, number 52. She's a Club 52 member. Denise from Louisiana. Danica Matters from Missouri. There's the one with stitching. Kay, her 2nd. Bring your own spoon was what that was. Jackie Rip, one of our leading ladies with 88. Lisa Hunter, number 20, another zero hero. Anaya, her 7th. Leslie, her 6th. So many happy colors. Kim, her 8th. Elsie, number 6. Jen, number 6. Crafty G brought in her 4th. Kim Wolf, her 41st, and she wasn't even home. Janice, number 2. There's those gnomes. Sylvia Podrojic, number 28. Amy, 12. Misty had brought in her 9th submission. Kay sent in her 50th. Well done. Renee sent in her 6th, Dreaming of Golf. Sue is one of our leading ladies with 87. Leslie had sent in her 6th. Lena Marie sent in her 42nd first. Stacy, her 8-ish. Rosie, her 25th. Mary Moisen, her 39th with a process video. Camille, her 31st. Dawn sent in a pretty. Stacy, 28. I was talking too much. Judy G, her 43rd. Anna, her 16th. So pretty. Leslie, her 14th. Lauren Taylor, one of our guest crafters with 24. Brenda Gentry, 52. Christina, 61. Mary B, 13. Crazy cat lady. Karen sent in her 35th. Anna, number 9. Mr. Kelly Ryan, 11. Very clever. Laura from England, her 27th. Carol Sanquinetti, 53. Buell Ask, 35. Grandma Gay Robeson, 35. Judy, number 9. Marie, number 2. Elaine, maybe 43. Jennifer, her 2nd. Lynn, her 45th. Debbie, her 8th. Kathy Morris, number 6. Danny, who will be coming soon. Anne, her 6th. Pretty. Susan, her 3rd. Tulips. Chris from Ecuador, number 46. Lisa, number 27. Barbara, number 8. I love that, how it opened. 3. Lynn, wow, 9. Celicia, number 9. Arlene, number 48. Meg, her 3rd. Sharon, her 6th. Card Monkey sent in her 80th. She's a Zero Hero leading lady. Kathy, number 67. Linda, number 9. Jean, her 19th. Cute. Ava, her 60th. She's a Zero Hero. Rose, her 55th. Melissa, her 13th. Margaret, number 29. Charlene, who will be here next week, her 1st. Well done. Deanna, number 36. Wait, there's 2 Deannas. I got confused. Julie, 34. Marie, 34. Teresa, 42, bloopers included. Lynn, number 7. Ashley Young, one of our guest crafters, 33. Bonnie, 43. Kendra, number 5. Vicky, 62. 5K Lamone, 69. Heidi, Deputy Heidi, number 50, Zero Hero. Heather, 34. Rebecca, number 31. Mary Ellen, her 9th. Karen, her 13th. Larissa, 44. Patty Beck, our leading lady, 97. Andy Zach, 19. Vicky, 59. Jackie Muller, 65. Dina, another Dina, 18. Steph Bricker, 4th with a process video. 3rd for Agnes. Debbie with her 9th. Luann Johnson, 49. Lisa Taylor, 27. Melanie, number 42. Karen Goddard, 53. Sherry Pemberton, 47. Bonnie Swalkowitz, her 58th consecutive. Cordelia Alderman, her 22nd. Lindy, 20. Jennifer, 5. Kim Miller, 7. Linda Gorman, 31. Gail, her 30th, a zero hero. Lauren Moore, number 5. Lisa Welpley, 26. And I thought that was it. Yay, that was it. Like, that's not enough. When I say zero hero, that is because we like to celebrate milestones in our Facebook group, which is the Craft Roulette Show Facebook group. So every Wednesday, we celebrate all the zero heroes, the people that have reached 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now we are almost up to 100, aren't we, Patty Beck? Patty Beck is our leading lady. The leading ladies are the top 10. Club 52 is when our friends have sent in 52 or a whole year worth, not consecutively, but a whole year's worth of cards, which we like to just celebrate everybody because, you know, weekends are busy and we are very honored that you would spend time making a card to share with us. If you have never gone to our craftroulette.live site, there is a ton of great inspiration there. Under every gallery, you will see all the cards. Take your time, enjoy them. It's like seeing a Pinterest board designed just with those four parameters just for you. And there's also process videos, so check those out too. Anyway, I think you did great. Real proud of you. I enjoyed every one of those cards. They were so bright and happy. They really were happy. So you just did really well. Those acronyms were hilarious, some of those, you guys. You guys did great. Aren't you proud? Didn't you enjoy that? I think so. Yeah. So let's bring Jama back on, see if she liked them. Of course she did. Pretty amazing, huh?
Of course I did. Yes.
Right.
I remember it wasn't that long ago that you were hoping for 100 contributors, and now look at
I know.
Well over 100.
I know.
So cool.
Allie's out there. She's one of our blue moderators out there, the Circle Guru. She did a throwdown, and we haven't gone down, I don't think. I don't think we've gone under 100 since she challenged the group. And, that weekend was crazy because I went to bed on Sunday night, and I kept checking the email because I knew how many we needed to get to 100. And so I kept seeing if there were more submissions coming in. And I couldn't sleep very well until I got to that 100th. And then I just went, okay, I'm done. And sawed some logs and left everybody else hanging. But I knew that it was okay, that everything was right with the world. So
I hope no one else lost sleep over it.
You know, sometimes they do. I do worry. They get their wheels turning, and so sometimes they do get a little wound up, and trying to come up with that perfect card. Generally, I think. Do you find that if you just kind of relax, you get wound up? Do you get inspired, though, and things start to come together when you're relaxed or when you're wound up? Are you a planner like that?
I start scrapbooking in my head. So, and it's more, I get more wound up over scrapbooking because that's, more permanent. Like, that's going to be living in my album forever. And so I get a little more worked up over that. And because it's going to be on YouTube, I feel like, so I put too much pressure on myself sometimes, I think. But I'm usually happy with the outcome.
Yeah, you do a beautiful job. So I would just relax. I think you could probably do it pretty naturally.
I overthink everything. So
yeah,
who else is an overthinker out there?
Oh, nobody that we know. We were laughing about, and I shared this last week. We had a Zoom call with the patrons, and they would say if they were Team Orange or Purple. And the first one out of the chute, Sharon from the Red Chair in Ohio, said, I'm Team Orange 2 months of the year, but the rest of the time I'm Team Purple. And I'm going, why do men think we're complicated? We can't just be Team Purple or Team Orange. And so everybody was very specific, and it was very cute and adorable. And I loved it. Yep, overthinking is another hobby. You're right, Smurf. Yeah, I think that's very relatable. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Kind of like collecting craft supplies and crafting are two separate hobbies. And
Yes,
organizing,
and organizing.
craft supplies.
And organizing is a whole nother one too. Absolutely right. That's absolutely right. So you
Yep.
said you must have checked out the parameters. So you know what you're going to before we get to your veto, what would be your perfect card tonight based on the parameters?
My first thought was to veto purple and orange as the colors +1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, well, a little hint of purple and orange could go with a 4-leaf clover card. So I left that in. I'm hoping that we'll get something that I can do a sort of masculine style card. My husband's a woodworker, so I wanted to involve some wood patterns maybe. Maybe a clover, doesn't have to be though, but basically something I can do a masculine card with.
We do have botanicals on there. Would that count, Mr. Producer? Botanicals as a clover as a botanical? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And
That would be
clovers
nice.
have flowers. So if we get flowers, you can have clover leaves with a little flower. We
There you go.
we know how to stretch these parameters pretty well. Well, I think you'll probably be able to handle whatever you get.
I'm sure I can do something with what is thrown at me.
I bet so. You always have.
I'll just
all the
overthink
other
it.
5 times. Well, we're going to we'll work through those parameters after we get them and see what we can come up with. But first, we need to see those parameters. And here they come. Yep, we're going to be spinning for project colors, element, and random. There are those 24 in each column. That means 331,776 opportunities here. If they have a little star at the end, that means they were in our first 10 shows. So we have a little bit of a throwback there for our anniversary month. And our patrons, which we are a community-sponsored show, get to veto a couple of the parameters every week. And this week, for colors, the patrons have decided they would like the wheel not to dictate 3 bright and cheery colors, which, we just had we just had happy colors, so I can see that. When they veto something, it just means that the wheel can't make us do it. The wheel, when we spin for something, we have to include it. But if it's on the veto, he can't make us do it. You can fit it in if it works for you, but he just can't be bossy. For element, the patrons don't want bears. Down at 20. There it is. And for random, they vetoed miniature. So we're going big, maybe. We're going big. Any of those the ones that you wanted to veto, Jema?
No.
I have not figured out what
Someone guessed it in the chat.
They did? They were so smart.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
The lace or doilies in random.
Lace or doily number 21. We had that vetoed last week, so that's 2 weeks in a row. You got nobody showing the love for lace or doilies. You don't think your husband would like a
I did
little
think of a
doily?
way that I could subtly include a doily stamp, but it just wouldn't be. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll just stick with my thing of not vetoing anything, but I decided I'm going to use
Make
my
it
veto
easy.
power.
It's Friday night, Go ahead. Give yourself a break. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
all right. Well, we always include neutrals. So that's always a good thing for masculine cards, I think, which are black, gray, white, cream, brown, tans, and metallics. We can always use that, but let's see what we're getting the spins over there. So they're after us. We better warm us up here. See what we're going to get. Are you an A2 lover?
I do like A2.
All right, well, let's see what we're going to spin for and get to play with. Spin, spin, spin.
We had 6x6 one time when I was on. I remember you saying that's tricky, and I hadn't really done one in a long time, and I was
A
surprised. how
mini
tricky it was.
card topper. All right. We'll talk about all these things after we get everything figured out. And then what color are we going to use? Do we have anything girly on there? I hope not. I don't think so. I think everything is pretty gender neutral. Maybe. 18. Calm. Oh, we had happy last week. This week we have calm. All right. What element are we going to make for this card? Yes, green is calm. Very calm. 12.
Maybe not bright green.
Board games. Board games. Ooh, Jama's face wasn't really very excited there.
What's a board game that includes clovers, guys? Come on, help me out here.
We'll figure it out.
Someone
and
Google.
Random. What is wheel nose? Wheel nose. We're gonna be okay. 18 again. Hole punch. We have to include something that's punched a hole. I have to do a hole punch. Okay, all right. Well, Jama, this is a time that we probably didn't take much time on it when you were on last time, but we have started spending more time here, which is when we talk about this. And I'm seeing it already in the chatter boxes. The idea that I had right off, which is a card that has a clover. What is that? Clubs? Clubs. A playing card. Yes.
Pokino.
Pokino. I've never played it. Yes, and there are checkerboards.
Oh, it's fun.
Checkerboards,
there
dominoes.
There are some really good ideas out there. You
Let's see what we've...
so clever.
Let's see what they're saying. They're saying, yep. Use shamrocks on your checkerboard background. I like it. Scrabble is calm. That is sometimes. Tic-tac-toe with clovers as the O's. That's a great idea, Jackie. Ruh-roh is what Ava says. I think you guys are all going to be fine. Mini card topper.
Calm me down.
Mini card topper. Now, what does that mean to you, Jama? I know what I was thinking, but what does that mean to you?
You know, when I was looking at the parameters, I was trying to figure that out. And I don't know. My first thought was maybe like a belly band kind of thing. But I had, or a bookmark that sticks on. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You got to tell me.
Well, when I was thinking of it, I was thinking of like a card with something small on top of it, like an extra folded thing or a fold out thing or something that is a little bit different than just a focal point, an extra layer of activity and interest. It could be.
What about a die cut? Aren't there lots of toppers for cards?
You could do all sorts. It's how you're going to interpret it, because craft roulette is not a little 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. It's what you are going, what goes into your brain and how you want to interpret it.
That's what I love about it.
Biddy Penny, I just saw what you said. Stretchy pants activated. I love that quote. That's just wonderful. You think the wheels tossed its cookies. Oh, my. But anyway, a mini card topper is what I was thinking. It was just something on top of a card. Nothing, and it could be the top of a card. Like you have a card here, and then you've got a mini thing at the top. You know, sometimes they have those little stick out things with a hole in it and stuff like that. That could work.
Like a paper clip kind of thing sticking on top.
Paper clips, that's on the parameters, and nobody has wanted those. It's been funny. It's like paper clip. No,
I haven't
Caitlin
any anymore.
Caitlin had a whole bunch ready for it if she got one. An action wobble. I would think that would work, Melissa. It would definitely be a card topper.
I don't have one, but I like the idea.
We had one. I got one as a birthday card, and it was a plastic one instead of the wire one. It was so much better than the wire ones. It was just like crazy wild that Ellen sent. It was really good.
Oh.
A pocket with a tag. Whatever you
Pocket
think.
card, yeah.
Whatever you think, you can figure out a mini card topper that has some calm colors. What kind of colors are you going to gravitate to, Jama?
Green is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mr. Parameter's going green.
Yeah, I wanted to do green and then wood. I mean, to my husband, wood is calming.
Yes.
So
I think you got your wish on that.
I think it's warm, and warm is calm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I won't do like
to...
bright green, because I was going to do like clover green, like bright green. Maybe I'll do like a little more subdued green.
Yeah. 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 I think of calm colors, things that are just not crazy bright reds, and not reds, yellow, bright yellows, and all those kind of things, but more blues, gentle greens, grays, those kind of things. Even a calm and a gentle yellow would be a calming one, as long as it's not too much. If it was the only thing, it might be a little bit stimulating. But think about the opposite of what's ever in a McDonald's. Because they want you to be stimulated and to move through, or Chuck E. Cheese, or any of those things. They're going to be not calm. So think of
those are the places that drive me nuts.
Yes. So that's a happy place for you. Calm. Just think of a nice, quiet coffee shop nook. What colors are in that corner table that you like to be? Mr. Producer says kids' rooms are often calm colors. Ours were, because I wanted them to settle down. But I don't know if everybody's...
I usually have my bathroom calm colors. Nice place to retreat to.
Hide. I worked with a woman...
For like a bath kind of thing, I'm thinking. Not like just going,
I worked with a woman and I said, how's retirement going for you? And she said, oh, I spend a lot of time in the bathroom. To just get away, because her husband was there all the time. They hadn't been together all that much. Anyway, I remember just exactly how she said it. Board games. So
there's a board game for anything.
You could make a board game for anything, is right. There are board games. Yes, there are.
I invented my own board game when I was younger.
We've made up games. This isn't a board game, but we could pretend.
St. Patrick's Day bingo.
Yes, anything, almost anything, even a border of little squares would be, could be your interpretation of a board game. It doesn't have to be the whole game. It could be a piece, a card from the board game. It could be the squares or whatever. So I think it'd be fun. I just got my Scrabble paper.
There's so many good ideas in the chat. Sorry, I'm just looking down, but I'm reading all everybody's comments. Scrabble.
They're brilliant. That's why they send in all those cards.
Yes, they are. I have Scrabble letter stamps and die cuts that make it look like Scrabble letters. Yeah. Maybe that's how I'll do happy birthday or his name or something like that.
An acronym.
Happy birthday would
HBD.
be long. HBD. Yes, that might be better. Or do his name. I like HBD.
Yeah.
And I could incorporate 2 board games, because I was first thinking sort of checkerboard type of thing. And I have a die that has lots of little windows in it.
I've got that same die.
Yes, you probably do.
I think I do. And that would be if you have a square punch or a die with a bunch of little squares in it, that would be a great thing to use.
So
nice and
if
square.
I had action wobblers or could think of how to make my own, I could put the HBD on action wobblers. See, now the gears are turning.
Now she's going. And then a hole punch. A hole punch is...
Yeah, how am I... Hole punch, I thought it was easy, but that might be harder.
Yeah. You'll just find a little place and punch a hole. Punch that ticket. You can have a ticket and punch that ticket. So
Yeah.
Scrabble pieces are wood. There you go. Nice tribute to your hubby is what Travis Boone says. And he knows because he's part of our 1.65% of our male viewers. And he's here tonight. He's not doing errands. It's always nice. So, okay. Well, are you feeling like you could probably go ahead and go get your goodies?
I think so.
All right. What are you thinking, Chatterboxes? You think you're ready? You think you got some ideas going on? Jacob Ladder, there is a Jacob Ladder card that you can make with ribbons. Not me. But there is one, and it does the whole flippy flappy stuff. It's crazy. But you can look it up just for fun. I'm never going there. I know what happens when I try to do something fancy. Oh, Miss Carrie would bring you a wobbler. She has one.
Aww.
Oh, well. Yeah. Bingo. Bingo's cute too, Bitty Penny. All right. I think you guys are onto it. I think this is a fun week. A little bit crazy when we first looked at it, but that's kind of how the parameters often are. They're just a little bit crazy when you first look at them.
Double or triple layers of foam tape. It's kind of like a DIY sort of wobbler.
Quasi wobbler. Ellen said make action wobblers out of wire wrapped around a pencil.
That would require knowing where my wire is.
Well, there's that. Those details. Those darn details.
I had some somewhere, but I'm not sure I even have it anymore. So, yeah, I purged a lot when I moved.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, it hurts when you have to move it. It's not nearly as important as it was when you just had it in your room. All right. Well, let's break and go ahead and get our things together. And I'm going to have to think of what I'm going to do too. But heck, that's what we live for right here on Friday night, 6:30.
And you're on the spot the whole time.
Every dang time. But I apparently love it. So let's go ahead and take Jamie off and we'll do some mail call because I got some good mail this week. Good luck. All right. One thing I wanted to show you guys, because last week you were doing all those marvelous acronyms, and I was making one of these little drawings as they came in, and it was so much fun. I think it was Andy Zach that said she had counted 51 acronyms that you sent in last week. I could never count that much, but anyway, I did draw this in honor of you guys. I thought you did a super good job, and that was a ton of fun. I was putting away my cards, my birthday cards, and I noticed that this beautiful drawing stamp by Smurf with my blue glasses on was even on the envelope. So she really did a cute job of not just my card, but also an envelope design. Loved it. So much fun. Before I forget, Janet Flanagan, girl, I got that box, and it was like 15 pounds of cards and tchotchke and embellishments for us to use to give away in our goodie bags. So thank you so much, Janet. It was just a remarkable amount of product. And it will go to good use. I promise you that. This is our address, Mary Gun Fun, at P.O. Box 480566 KCM 064148, with the friendliest, nicest postal clerks you'll ever find in the city. I love those ladies. And this is what I got. This was an Ellie Cope pen pal card that I got from Bronnie Holcomb in South Carolina. It's very pretty. Isn't that pretty? With lots and lots of shimmer. And I will post that on your Facebook, Miss Ellie Cope. But that was very pretty and very fun. Wonder if that could be a board game. It's not very calm. That red is not calm. No, it's not, but it's pretty. And I wanted to say, I left this in its envelope because I wondered if anybody else had ever done this with the see-through bag. It's kind of a fun little way to send a card. And then you open it up. Whoops, it's upside down. And that fun gal, Mary Gunn from Ava, sent this. But it's kind of fun because she put the label on top of it, so you couldn't see the It's like getting 2 cards. And it was a beautiful birthday card with a lovely, lovely dragonfly. I like that stenciling. Instead of clouds, you did a flower. Still blue. Real pretty. Ava and I are destined to spend time together. We are. And have some fun. I just know it. Thank you, Ava, so much. I got this cute card from Kimberly Wolf today. She has such a flair. I love it. Isn't that cool? Now, this would almost be like a mini card topper if you had this at the top. I don't know how you do it. Don't get me started. And then she sent in this little pretty for a little present. Those are paper. Anyway, they're they're magnetic bookmarks. You know, you could make these too. The DIYers. Thank you, Kimberly. You are so precious. Always such a nice message too. Stacy Thacey, one of our guest crafters, who made this adorable card. Remember when she made that on the show for the show? Outstanding. Look at the glowy part in the middle. That's really cool with the dark ombre at the sides. I remember her saying it took longer than she thought it would take, and it was a little harder than she anticipated, but well done. Thank you so much, Stacy Thacey. And I got another package from our dear friend Arlene DeTizio, including a birthday card. Just to show you how sorry I am for forgetting your birthday. Next year, I'll forget mine. That's hilarious. And then she has all these little happy birthdays in it, so she has a drop down. Isn't that cute? I like it very much, Arlene. Thank you so much, and your note is always appreciated. And she and Mr. Mike are just buds. She made this little gnome, so he will have something to wear. And she made him 3 new shirts. Look at there. This one, and see how she connects them? Just with a little Velcro. Oops. Just so, because we can't wrap it around his head. And this one has a beautiful button. He's gonna get a big head. Look how cute that is. That'd be cute for summer. This is good for when he's going to the beach. Very fun, very nice. Nice surprises everywhere. I loved it. Thank you so much, everyone. What a gift. All right. I did want to take this time to say, hey. We did teach this on Fun University last week. It was a gatefold with some acronyms, little cell phones that were pop-ups. Hey there, Stephanie Babsy. You're here. Yay for you. And that is over on our sister station, Fun University. It is also YouTube. Also wanted to say that I went to Sweet November Stamps today and got a couple digital stamps and had some fun with that. So I made a couple cards this afternoon. He has some really cute, like, fairy tale cards and things like that. So, all right. I got to get busy. What am I going to do? Mini card topper. Well, I think I'm going to make the mini card topper like a board game somehow. It may not be anything you can play. Oh, I wonder if I could take my little color wheel. No, that's not a board game. Calm, I'm going to do blues and greens, maybe a light yellow. Nothing too exciting. I don't think I have any clovers that are that small, so it won't be clovery. Board games, I'm just going to make a little one and have it so it's removable. I'm not sure how. And a hole punch. Sure, why not? Maybe put it on a tag. That would work, and then I could put a little punch a hole. I think we're going to be okay. How's Jama doing, Mr. Producer? Jama? How are you doing? Okay, she's cutting something out on her Cricut, and then she'll just let us know when you are ready, and we'll bring you back on to hear what you're doing, okay? All right, such a deal. Okay, I think I am going to, Ava had that pretty stenciling in the background. So I think I might do a calm background with some stenciling. Oop, there goes my thing. And I think I'm going to do it this way so I can have the board game. You know, a board game could be a circle. And I could tie it on. I could tie it on to the card front, and then I would have hole punches. But if I did it this way, then I could just have a circle hanging there. I feel like I'm going to be doing some drawing. And I feel like I'm okay with that. Babsy, she's getting things ready right now. So she has her eyes way down on her work. Yep, that didn't want to work. Oh, you know what I got today? I got stencil paper. They had it at Michael's. I'm pretty excited. So that wouldn't have much pattern. That would have too much pattern. That would give... This is always an option. This is a bigger option, but I don't think I like that. You know, I've got this little thing too. These little guys, I could put like just little letters in the little board game squares or numbers. I don't know. You think dies would be hole punches, Mr. Producer?
Seem like they punch holes.
They do punch holes. I think this is, you know, I just like this yellow or the circle one. And if I'm going to do a circle shape, I can do circle background. Getting so matchy. Yeah. So a die cut, a die cut would be a go. Yeah, a hole is not always a circle.
No.
Oh, you're making it so complicated.
So I think a die.
He is saying any form of a die can be a hole punch.
But I don't know if cricket would be a hole punch.
He's saying cricket may not be. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is very complicated. We get a little lofty here.
It's not too loud.
Okay, I'm just gonna make an A2. Ooh, 2 different colors. I'm okay with that.
You can zoom out.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Well, we've got Jama back, so shall we find out what's going on? Jama.
Yes. I charged my phone 100% before this started, and it's already low.
Oh no! Can you plug it in?
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm plugging it in. Well, I'm glad I looked at my phone.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
I'm doing some cricketing, and I'm doing some die cutting. So this is my Scrabble pieces. And then I'm going to die cut the little pieces for them. So apparently Mr. Producer said that can be my hole punch.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm going to run with it. Because I got my little hole punch out here, but I was still trying to decide what to do there. I have the Cricut Joy, and I can't tell you how happy I am that I bought it impulsively.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really come in handy, like for craft roulette. Because I don't want to deal with the big Cricut.
Yeah, the big Cricut, mine has cobwebs, I'm pretty sure. No, I take that back because Mr. Producer used it when he made the card for our patrons on the 100th show, on the 100th episode. He did use it. So I'm glad somebody is, or did. Why do you like
I
it
use
better
it-
than the big one? Is it just because
I don't like it better. I just like it for times like this when I don't want to deal with getting the big mat out and I don't have a lot of space. The Joy doesn't take up as much space.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Kind of like this little sidekick die cut machine. I have the bigger die cut machine. But sometimes you just want it to be handy and not take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I also got it before going to a craft retreat, like a weekend retreat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know, I always bring my big Cricut and then I would just leave it in the car because I didn't want to deal with it.
I don't blame you.
First world problems.
Very much.
But
real. Still real.
yes.
Still real
I
concerns.
need to get Post-it tape. My washi tape ripped this. I keep meaning to get Post-it tape and I just haven't.
There's always so much other fun stuff to get.
I know. Who wants to spend money on Post-it tape?
I don't. I absolutely don't. I'm sure I would love it. But then, you know what I would do is save it for good. Because I think, oh,
Yeah.
well, I can get by
I don't
with
want
not
to use
using
it. I don't want to have to buy it
Right.
again.
That's right. So I'm just not going to get it in the first place. And I'll just muddle through with ripped paper.
Well, I switched to some washi tape that's been loved, so it's not as sticky.
Yeah.
The other piece was new. There we
I
go.
wonder if I'm going to like this when I pick it up.
I can't see the screen now because my phone is plugged into my computer and I have to have it sideways, so I can't see you.
Oh, no.
Let's see if I can.
Oh, no. Mine will
see
be a
if I
complete
can-
surprise then.
It'll be a complete surprise. I think I can finagle this and still not be in my... There we go. Oh, I see your
Well.
polka dots. That's cute.
Well, if we have a choice of you seeing my project and you staying on the air, I'm going to vote for staying on the air. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, I'm
what
looking at you sideways, but it's working.
Well, never know. I could be.
You do what you need. Do what you need to do. Yes. I guess it's fitting, isn't it?
Yeah. I get a little spinny on Friday nights. Just a little spinny. That was a little too stark, so I went ahead and just colored it. Added some more color. A little glow from the center. Very good, very good. You don't know what you're going to do, Deborah? You'll think of something. You've got till Sunday night. I think you'll think of something.
I wish I had till Sunday night.
Well, you could, but I don't know if your phone will last that long. I don't know if I would.
I don't think my family would last that long without me.
They would probably be knocking at that door. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Irreparable harm would not be good. Not good at all. Nothing in your brain. It'll come on. Lynn, however, has a light bulb that just came on. That's good. I'm liking that. A board game spinner. I happen to have one, Margaret, that Ellen sent me not too long ago. And it did get nabbed. So it's in my drawer.
So one thing I just thought of, a lot of people are punching out paper. Paper like folds out and using it.
Oh, like pips.
Yeah. Out holes, you can use that.
Okay, Mr. Producer, we're going to need to have you turn on your mic every once in a while, I think. He says that you can use the holes. Yes, the holes from the hole punch as like pips on a board.
You know.
So
What are
you don't
pips?
have to,
Negative space.
doesn't have to be a cut out. It can be the cutted out. the cutted out part. That's pretty clever. We just never know what we're going to think of. I think I'm going to get a little piece of wood so it'll look like a board game. A board.
I'm coming back, I promise.
Apparently, I don't have any wood that's easily accessible.
I have a whole bunch of it right here. Well, with stamps.
Yeah, I could make one, I guess, but I think I'm going to call my game OMG. And that'll go in the center. I don't think that's anybody. I'm making my own game. It's a circle. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have my own board game. I could cut that out, and that way I'd know. I'm gonna make the pieces go around the edges, which may or may not work. Stay tuned. Oh, Alice in Wonderland stamps, yeah, or card. If you had a oh, my game. Oh, Linda, you're so clever. If you had a deck of cards, you could definitely you could do like mixed media stuff on it. Okay. Dima, how's that overthinking going? Are you doing okay with it?
Need a mat so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better.
Is this like you remember the panic, or is it better?
It's like I remember.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go away.
Yeah. It doesn't help that I'm trying to cricket while I do this, but I just finished the last piece, so.
There you go.
I really wanted this beer.
Well, you have a specific thing in mind.
Yeah. Which is kind of helpful, too.
Yes.
Got parameters and a specific job.
We have some great questions from our patrons. And one of those plays right into this.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Okay. From Sherry Pemberton down the street in Herring. What is it? Somewhere in Missouri. I never can remember. When creating, does your project always come out like you imagined it would?
That's a great question. Almost never.
Almost never. Yep.
Almost never.
How does it usually vary? Does it get more ornate or plainer, or
sometimes it just goes in a completely different direction?
Mm-hmm.
As I start overthinking more, then yeah.
So do you usually have when you're going to make a card or a project, do you usually have a purpose in mind I know you use a lot of new product, or do you have a product that is your inspiration, or do you have like your husband's card tonight? Do you usually have a purpose in mind?
I actually usually don't. Usually I'd say I'm wanting to work with a certain technique, especially for the classes. I know like, okay, this is the technique I'm going to teach, and then I'll come up with a whole bunch of examples for it. But even just playing on my own, I'm like, oh, like I've been wanting to dabble more in mixed media. I've enjoyed it for a while, but wanting to dabble in it more and practice new techniques and stuff. And so, my purpose will be to play with that, or have a certain topic I want to cover on YouTube. And
so it's mostly it's not mostly just, I'm going to sit down and have a play. You have a play with purpose.
Not usually.
Yeah.
I usually play with purpose because there's limited time and energy, let's be honest.
Right.
With kids,
right.
I don't always feel like crafting. In fact, I've just come out of a really, I wouldn't say really big, but like a 2 or 3 week, my mojo was missing kind of deal. And I think it's because I was just overwhelmed with, like, my kids were in 3 different activities at once, and my parents were moving here, and that was kind of stressful for them. And things that happen in your life just kind of suck your mojo away, or just maybe not even suck your mojo away, but just make you mentally tired, like just mentally too tired to think about crafting.
Well, it goes down the priority list. You got other things.
Yeah. I mean, there's times when crafting is actually therapy, and, actually during that time when I was feeling my mojo not around, I would just color, like stamp some images and color. And so sometimes that helps, or organizing, cleaning up my craft room kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. So that when you get done, at least you've done something productive.
Yeah.
Right? Or one of my brother's adages, which was, when you don't have something else to do, go ahead and clean, because you'll either get something done that was worthwhile, or you'll think of something better that's more fun. So
yeah,
I think it's really true. And hopefully you think of something to do that's more fun before you get everything pulled out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the clincher. The problem with that one is you get everything pulled out, and then all of a sudden, are you stressed? So you're not a stress crafter. You don't like go to your craft room when you're stressed and hide away with your head down.
Sometimes. I think sometimes I could, but I think it's more of an energy level when I'm,
Yeah.
Because
you work full time.
I just want to veg.
Yeah.
Well, I work part-time and craft part-time.
Okay. All right.
I do only work part-time, but yeah, kids are exhausting. All you moms
3 activities each is a lot.
Yeah.
Whoa. As they say at Craft Roulette, whoa. That's a lot. Yeah.
It is a lot.
This isn't big enough. That's okay.
We had a rule of 2 activities at a time, but then something else crept in.
Those stinking
And I was like, I don't want them to have to give that up.
Yeah.
You want your kids to experience everything,
Right.
So
my craft topper. Okay, my mini card topper, I guess, could be, how about a little acetate pocket, or a little acetate flip up card that I can slide this into. And that would be a little mini card topper. Dominoes is a board game. I think so, Lynn.
It's not played on a board.
You could play it on a table.
tabletop games.
Well, card games aren't board games either, I guess, but you play it on
A lot
a
of board
table.
games have cards, though.
Well, that's true too.
There's tens of thousands of board games.
There are lots and lots.
Well, my card
So,
is
Sherry
not
Pemberton, are you
home.
surprised? Do you like that answer? Do you think that was I think it was a pretty good answer. I think it was very honest. Hey, Penguin Palace. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Sharon is also right there in the chatterbox, who is the owner of Penguin Palace. You will want to send in a card this week because she's giving away a gift certificate next week. So we are real thankful for that. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff that you would want to put in a card. Remember, it needs to include mini card topper. It has to have some calm colors. And board game for a theme-ish thing, or a part of the element, and a hole punch has to be involved somehow or other. Andy Zach has 2 questions for you, Miss Jama.
Yes.
Okay, over the last 6 months, get ready for this inventory question. What crafty purchase comes to mind since you first your first appearance on Craft Roulette? What kind of craft, well, I think I know one. What kind of craft purchase comes to mind that you've made?
A lot of them. Don't tell my husband.
I hear nothing.
The Cricut Joy.
That's the one I was
I think
thinking,
I've bought the Cricut Maker since then too, and sold my Explorer. I got the Spellbinders foil system, which is
Oh.
I've only played with it a couple times, but it's super fun. I'm having a lot of fun with that one. That was another, I've been thinking about it for a really long time. Do I want to do it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. We could even have a Facebook group. Should I buy a foil machine? I'm pretty sure there's that many people.
Yes.
The OMG game has no rules. It has no real ending or anything. It's just going to be OMG. Well, yeah, you have bought a few things.
Yeah, I kind of have.
I won't tell. He's not watching, right? He's watching the kids.
Yes, he actually took them to karate for me.
Oh, nice.
One of the activities, one of the 3.
Oh. But they go together. That's always a win.
They do, yes. And swim, they go together also. So that's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Um,
When you can get them both in one activity, that's not bad.
yeah. Basketball just ended, and that was very different times.
Oh.
And that was a huge time commitment for my daughter. And then soccer starts in 2 weeks, and that's going to be another big time commitment.
Mm.
And we ski whenever we can on the weekends. So,
Right.
There goes Sunday.
Right.
I feel like my card, like the actual design or sketch of it, have been so simple when I've been on the show, because I'm focused on getting their parameters right and not so I want to change that this time.
Well, Deputy Heidi's out there, and she will tell us if we're missing something. She's real good at it. So
to most people, my colors are probably not calm, but they'll be calming to my husband. It's all of his favorite things. Well, wood, beer, and the clovers are just for the St. Patrick's Day birthday.
I think that's quite fair. Since it's his thing. Calming.
Yeah.
Calming. If Mr. Producer always says, if you can justify it, you can use it.
Okay, I'm justifying.
It's art. Yeah. So it's okay.
And I think I'm gonna make some wood paper. I was thinking of using wood wood grain patterned paper, but then it wouldn't match this wood grain I gave to my Scrabble tiles. So I think I'm going to stamp my wood grain paper.
There you go.
If anyone's wondering why I'm not just using wood grain paper. It's got to match. Not that he'll care, but I care.
I'm sure maybe this will be the year he cares. That would be like the most unlikely thing for him to say, right? Jema, are you doing okay? Because your wood grains don't quite match. It would be the most unlikely thing.
Probably. He'll probably just be happy to have a card from me.
And the beer.
And the beer. I actually got him a pretty good present. My daughter helped me pick it out.
Oh, that's
I was
great.
not going to be expecting it. He surprised me with my Apple Watch for my birthday, which was totally not expected.
Cool.
And so then I feel like I need to do something special.
He
More than just
raised
beer.
the standard.
He did.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Yeah.
That's good, though. He's
not
got a lot of
expecting
birthdays to come. You don't want to get too high. Gotta keep it a little lower. But anyway. Okay, another question from Andy Zach. Now that we know what you have gotten. Your smoke... Oh, this is a terrible thought. Terrible thought. Your smoke detector just went off while you are in your craft space. What do you grab in the next 10 seconds? We know people and pets come first. And don't worry, the battery was just running out of juice. Which is very cute.
That's an interesting thought because I don't know if you guys all heard about the big fires in Colorado. It was New Year's Eve day.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just a couple minutes from the evacuation area.
Mm.
So we had our bags packed and everything. Of course, we had more than 10 seconds, but
Right.
I had every single one of my scrapbooks packed up and by the door.
I don't blame you. I don't. We had a neighbor who had been in law enforcement. His wife was a scrapbooker. And he went to a fire alarm. And I think it was her sister or somebody like that. And he knew where her scrapbooks were. And he went right to them and started chucking them out the door as fast as he could because he knew. And I wanted to give him Law Enforcement Man of the Year because I thought that was above and beyond.
There were some firefighters that we saw on the news had run into some of the houses that they knew they couldn't save and pulled out some stuff and put them in the middle of the street.
Mm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a horrible thought.
Luckily, we didn't.
But I'm glad that it was
evacuate.
I'm glad that it was just the fire alarm losing its batteries.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you thought of that. That really made me feel a whole lot better. It was startling. Yeah, grabbing the scrapbooks is important. I just moved my scrapbooks into my studio, and there's a lot of them. So my plan would be just to open up a window and chuck them out.
Check them out. Yeah.
Fast as I could. And thankfully, they're close to my heart scrapbooks, so they're well made. I don't think they could even take that, though.
Well, my scrapbooks are in the basement, so I can't just chuck them out the window.
No.
I do have a window down here, but it's just one of those, egress windows.
Uh-huh. That's a consideration, Jema, when you're looking at houses.
Yes, I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for more reason than one, I really need natural light when I craft. It really makes a big difference. Just in life, not even just a craft. I just need light.
Right.
There's a lot of basements that have pretty good sized windows, though. Yeah.
Yeah, we had full-size windows in our house before we moved to the lake in the basement. And they were very light and pretty.
Yeah. I don't think we mentioned to our viewers that I'm moving again.
No, we
I'm
didn't.
in a rental. That's the deal. We're in a rental and we're house hunting. And it's not the right market to be house hunting, if anyone's wondering.
No. Not an enviable place, but you've got a year, like you said. So something may come out that's just perfect. You just need one. Just need one house. You have old photos in a safe. Ooh. Suitcases would be a good place to keep your photos that were loose, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. My goodness, girls, your questions are something else. Lisa Whelpley would like to know something. Are you ready? And this is more of a product question, so I think you'll be real good at it. Are you there? Yep. Lisa Whelpley asks, what's your favorite way to use gloss spray? Did we lose her audio? I think we may have lost your audio, girl. We may have lost your headphones.
She might not be able to.
Oh, which would mean she couldn't hear us. Yep. So I will tell you my favorite way to use glass spray. I have none because I've never used it. So that's not a very good answer. I've never used it, so I don't have one. And Mr. Producer's working. There we go.
Okay, good. My headphone fell out, and then when I put it back in, we disconnected somehow.
That's those
All
headphones.
this moving
They have a
around.
mind of their own.
I was saying that's an easy answer.
Oh.
I use gloss spray for splatters.
Oh.
I love using it for splatters.
I'm not even sure that I've seen her do that.
My videos?
I am not sure that I have seen you use glass spray as
Is that better?
splatters. Where do you remember a one of your videos where you've done that so I can see it?
A lot
I don't
of
remember. A lot of them? Okay.
I did a lot of splatters with gloss spray in my Sweet Safari Kill a Kit series.
Okay.
I think I did a couple of colors in part 1. So it was.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one. So
I'm trying to remember. It was November maybe?
Okay.
A little while
Well, now
back.
I have something to go back and look at. That'll be nice. The OMG game.
It's these. I mean, this is what I have anyway. There's other gloss sprays probably. And then I just, because the nozzle gets clogged if you spray it, and I also just don't like the look of the spray. It's just too kind of unpredictable for me. So I just unscrew it and then tap and do the splatters with it. And it gives a nice
oh, I gotcha. I have seen
it gives a nice
that.
look. I usually do white.
And it's shiny and bright, right? It's not just like watercolor paint that's kind of dull.
Yeah, it's shiny and it doesn't soak into the paper like other paints do. It'll sit on top, so it doesn't, take on the color of if you are working on ink. It doesn't soak up the ink. And so that's nice. Kind of like gouache in that sense, I guess, but it's not gouache. I don't think it's shiny.
No, not usually. I suppose there's different kinds. Oh my, what do I have going on here? But I don't think of it as shiny. Okay, I'm going to try something I've never done before, of course. Don't look if it doesn't work.
If it doesn't work, we can all learn your mistake.
That's it.
That's what I always say.
Try
Don't
again.
do what I did.
That's right. That's right. Don't do that when you're on Craft Roulette. Don't try something that you've never tried when you're on Craft Roulette. That's the rule or the thing I always suggest. So don't look now. But I'm going to do it.
That looks cute.
Oh, Mr. Producer, I haven't learned.
You get bored.
Well, I have to change it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so this little thing is going to fit in this little mini card topper, and then that will be my mini card topper. But I think I want... This is not... You know what I'm doing. You know.
I still don't totally know what I'm doing. I'm winging it.
Shh, neither do I.
It's the name of the game, right? At least when you're live.
Yep. We crazy people that go live. Trying to go bright here, and I know I shouldn't because I'm supposed to be calm. What? Melissa Miller's done. She beat us. Oh, Melissa, you speedy little thing, you.
That's not fair. She must not be an overthinker.
She's an engineer.
There you go.
Okay.
Mr. Kelly Ryan.
Mr. Kelly Ryan is on it. Oh, you guys. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of everybody. I'm going to have to make this a little smaller. Okay. Mr. Kelly Ryan, are you going to draw, paint, or do something along those lines? He is quite the artiste. And does some pretty phenomenal projects.
Do we have any more questions?
Oh, yes, we do.
Good.
Yes, we do.
I mean, unless you're not ready for more. I'm ready.
Okay, well, we just have one more, and it is Grandma Gay's thoughtful question of the day.
Oh,
and it is... Oh, doesn't she? I could do
they've all been
Grandma
good.
Gay's thoughtful question of the day with everybody else's questions, too, and make a whole book for interviewing, because they really are... They're always really good. But this is hers from today. Share with us one or more techniques that you find translates from scrapbooking to card making or vice versa. Well done, Grandma Gay.
It's like everything.
Can you be a little more specific?
I mean, when I bought that foiling machine, the way I talked myself into it was if I could use it for scrapbooking. Because most people use it for cards and wouldn't really think of it for scrapbooking.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it on a scrapbook. So there's one, foiling. Using die cuts. I use die cuts as embellishments all the time on scrapbooks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're all the same. I think they're all the same too. Is there so is there something that
like
you wouldn't use on scrapbooking that you use on cards?
I need my D. Whoops. No, that didn't look right. What wouldn't I use?
Oh, Mr. Producer said you might not use journaling on cards, but I have I would counter that with, but you write a note.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. And the sentiment.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the title.
I don't know where to put this. Happy birthday.
I was going to say put it down in the suds and have him pull it out, but then I thought, no, he probably wouldn't remember or figure out to pull it out.
Ooh, like on a little tag coming out?
Yep. That has a hole punch. you did punches, so.
My tiles are punched.
Yeah. That's true. And mine was die cut. So
at least that's what I'm saying.
Covered.
Sticking to it.
Sticking to it. Go for it and don't change your mind. Oh, I wonder if I could do it now. No. Okay. Do I want this underneath this? Probably. Okay. Okay, Buckaroo, you're going down. You're going down, I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't know that there is anything Grandma gave that I would consider not viable on a scrapbook page that I use on cards.
I would say challenge me. Give me something that you don't think you could use on a scrapbook page and I'll do it.
Ooh, throwdown. I like it.
I may regret that.
Let's see.
Maybe I have done it.
I'm trying to think.
Maybe an action wobbler. I probably wouldn't use an action
Yeah,
wobbler.
I don't do the 3D thing. There you go.
I try to keep my dimension minimal.
Mm-hmm. I don't use foam tape or anything like that.
I use a little foam tape. I use usually thin foam tape if I'm going to, like the foam tape that's not as dimensional.
Mm-hmm. Well, Grandma Gay is not. She's a card maker. She's a card maker, and has made cards for 30 years. And she is just now sorting through photos that she got from her sister, and so she's attuned to thinking how to scrapbook. So I think that is some of the background on her question.
Gotcha.
And she says, good answer on all the questions, Shema. They are all thoughtful. You are a thoughtful person. That makes sense. So.
I try. Comes with experience, too.
I wonder, then, if I do that. Here's my little mini card topper. It's really not what I had in mind at all. That's not it. Oh, my brain. And then this guy's going to go inside. Do I put it on the green? Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll put it on the green. The OMG game? Oh my gosh.
I love it.
No,
That's so
there's
fun.
no rules.
It's an anarchist.
It's an anarchist's dream.
Board game.
Yeah. OMG. It's you can start just playing, and then if it goes bad, you just scream OMG. I think I'll put some pips on here like you suggested.
What are
I
pips?
left it open. Pips are game pieces.
Oh,
Yeah,
always? Like that's just a thing?
I think.
Whatever the game is?
I think
I never
so.
knew that.
But yeah, that's kind of little checker things, or I believe, or pips maybe. Little things you move or count with, maybe. What kind of game? Which games do you?
Pips are a small hard seed or fruit.
Well, they don't know about board games. He said they're just small, hard seed or fruit, but they are game pieces. Yeah. Or my family was all wrong. Are you saying that my family was wrong? That's your family too, Mr. Producer. But we'd count pips, I think. In cribbage? Did you ever play cribbage?
Well, cribbage has the little...
I didn't.
No.
If you're asking me.
Oh, he says it's an old person game. It's a good game.
That would be why.
It's a good game.
My grandma used to play Mahjong.
Oh, I love those tiles. They're so cute.
She always said she was going to teach me, but never did.
Oh. Oh, that's too bad. There's online Mahjong. Of course there is.
Yeah. She used to play every week with the ladies she was at the Jewish Community Center or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Is it kind of a Jewish thing? I don't know. I mean, my heritage
Mahjong,
is Jewish, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know much about it.
It's Eastern in origin. But I think it's pretty relaxed and sit around. So I think it was like 1950s is really 1950s and 60s. So China. There's my little piece that goes up with my board game. I wonder if I should make some little cards. Little tiny cards. Not very big cards, just little tiny cards. OMG, this is the craziest card. It's got a mini card topper that I never ever anticipated. I like it though. I think it needs a needy card.
That's cute.
Once again. Well,
very creative.
It's weird. The greens are very odd together and all that, but it's going to be okay.
It is going to be okay.
It's just going to be okay. Because, sometimes the greens are a little... This one, the green is a yellow green in here, and then I covered it with blue, duh, and now it's a blue green, duh, but that's the way it goes. And I also have this little thing, so I'm wondering if I could make a few little cards to make it look like they're drawing cards. But I could also matchy match with these guys. That's probably a good overthinking thing.
My front is done. This is like a world record for me. I'm done before you.
That's great. It also kind of looks like a card from Brazil with those colors. Looks like the Brazilian flag.
My action is the double foam taped HBD. They look like they're floating.
Those are card toppers. That's right.
That's a card topper. And I did 3D foam on the beer stein too.
Oh, you did great.
That was fun. I don't create enough with the person in mind, but it makes it more fun, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know about more fun, but it's a nice change.
Well, it gives you some parameters.
Yeah, it does.
Seriously,
it's like craft roulette without being craft roulette.
Yes. It gives you parameters, the person parameter. But I find that personally very stressful. And those cards, oh my gosh, they turn out really strange. because they're they go a little bit overboard.
Oops.
And they're never pretty. They're just kind of they're kind of like, oh,
Aw.
here you go. This reminds me of you. These are bits of your personality right here.
I have a friend who, like, that's her superpower is card making with the person in mind.
Yeah.
She is so clever. I mean, just really, really clever. She comes up with stuff that I would never dream.
That's quite fun. Did you get to card?
Yeah.
Is that somebody that you've worked or gotten to spend time with before? Or
Yeah,
Very
she's
often?
one of my good friends in Oregon, and she used to live 2 hours from me when I lived in Oregon.
oh, okay.
And I even went to visit her this past November to
Oh, fun.
have a girls' card making weekend. Well, I scrapbooked and she card made.
I remember that.
Yeah. Cards.by.stephanie on Instagram.
Aha.
She hasn't done any of the super unique. I mean, her cards are all good, but she hasn't done any of the like super, super unique catered to someone cards in a little bit. But she did one, like an anniversary card for friends one time that was Seattle Seahawks theme, and she like created the Seattle Seahawks jersey and put their names on the back and turned it into a card with her cricket. Like, it was really cool.
I like it.
I lost.
I must meet this woman. She sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, how did you meet her? Because do you think you'll meet
You know,
some
it's
crafty friends? Because you have a great thing to offer.
Probably.
Yeah.
I met her on Twitter back when I was on Twitter years and years ago. I
Uh-huh.
think in 2009 when I still lived in San Diego, and we were both card makers, and so we somehow found each other. I don't know. Neither of us are on Twitter anymore, and but she came to San Diego for some convention for work, and we met up. And then I moved to Seattle, 30 minutes from her.
Oh, okay.
And then 3 months later, she moved to Southern Washington, 2 hours away.
Well, you guys have been on the...
Then I moved to Oregon, but we've had lots of crafty days, and
That's so nice.
we still visit with each other.
Did you see that Stephanie Craven is here tonight? I don't know if you saw that. Stephanie Craven,
Oh.
who I call
Hi,
Babsy,
Stephanie.
is a friend of mine, and now she, because I'm not a close to my heart consultant anymore, is now a client of Jama's. And Stephanie came over. I call her Babsy, but Stephanie came over. I feel so formal calling her Stephanie. A couple last week, I think it was. And we made some cards. I had a bunch of old card kits from my card buffet stuff. And we just made a bunch of them, 30 or so. It was great. It was
Fun
nice.
to use up stuff you've had sitting there.
Oh, yes. It's wonderful. I think I'll punch some more holes just because I can.
Look, I punched a hole
Look at you.
in my eye. I lost a tittle? I lost it
or
the
tittle.
first time I die cut it. And so then I had to die cut it again. I was like, oh, there's my hole punch. I should have just used my hole punch instead of the actual eye die.
I could put some of these in these little dots too. Hate to waste a dot. Hate to waste a pip. Have fun. Okay, now this is where I start going just down the rabbit hole and just adding little things until it gets really complicated. But I added some. Are you about? I think you are about done, aren't you? So I better not get started with anything too big.
Well, I'm just going to keep adding sentiments until
I can call it. I can call it
done.
quits anytime. So this is a weird card, isn't it, Mr. Producer? It'd be good for I don't know who. This is the card that will have no friend. But it's okay. I think everybody will do a better job than mine. But I like some of the parts of it. Mm-hmm. The whole package is kind of wackadoodle. But I like some of the parts of it. Like I like the little acetate thing, pocket. And that this comes out. If it would be fun if it went spinning or something. But that gets a little too much on a Friday night. But so if you did have somebody that liked to play the OMG game, the Oh My game, which, you know, it's hard to find somebody that really likes to play that and knows how these days. But they could. They would probably like this card a lot, the OMG game. We used to have unit meetings, and they always, because of Mary Gunn, and I insisted that it stay nice and clean and family friendly, they called it had that everything they did had to be MG rated. So this is just kind of like that, kind of cute. The OMG. I could put a little, don't do it. So, yep, the OMG game. I don't know. I'm still stuck on acronyms. I loved last week's parameters so much.
All right, guys, what color should I stamp these in?
The sentiments.
The gold. I think maybe the gold.
Yeah, since you've got that green down there, that would probably be
got
nice.
The other colors already.
Desert sand. Holy moly, that's a throwback.
I know,
a throwback
right?
color.
It's still.
I went through.
I think
so
this
many
color was retired.
Oh, it's been retired for ages. I went through so many of those stamp pads. I used it all the time. Do you remember the stamp? It was a wood, and it just had little dots on it. It wasn't desert sand. It was stoneware texture. Do you remember that one? It was, of course, my heart card or stamp. I loved it.
I might have it.
Yeah, I had two. One was my favorite. They were not the same, but I think I got rid of it. It always makes me kind of sad. I could write a country western song about it. Losing my stoneware texture stamp. I could give it up with a friend, I guess, or a poker game. You did it, girl.
That was fun. Mission accomplished.
Good. Mission accomplished well. Here we go. Let's pull it up to the camera so we can see it up close and personal. This is my crazy thing, and it is another one of those, wow, what was she thinking cards. But this is my board game. It is a mini card topper, and I used calm colors with blues and greens, even though this got a little bit bright. I'm okay with that. And I used hole punches everywhere. So it's the oh my gosh game, and there are no rules. So there you go. You want to give us a lowdown on yours, please?
That's so fun. I have my calm colors are colors my husband likes in wood and beer. And I did use the light side of the clover green, so at least it's not quite as bright. Card topper is the extra dimension on these guys. My Scrabble tiles are the board game. What am I missing?
Hole punch. But you did the hole punch. Mini card. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I did the hole punch right there.
Bravo. I like how that looks on the inside too with the different fonts. That's really good.
And the HBD card toppers.
It's so
Yeah.
us too. Love your
Yeah.
face, love your guts.
Nothing says I love you like I love your guts. So,
Yes.
yep. Yeah, yep. That's very good. That's very good. Well, if you want to, patents are now available to buy on this Oh My Gosh game. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, my goodness. Well, you've done your night's work. We're going to go ahead and let you change your camera and relax a second while we go tell people how they can play this crazy game this weekend.
Oh.
All right. Good deal. You want to play along, don't you? Because this is not the end of the party. Oh, no. We've got all weekend for you to join us. All you have to do is submit a card through our website at craftroulette.live, and there's a form. Just fill it out. Include a mini card topper. Love to see what you're thinking on that. Keep your calm colors. Have a board game somehow or other, and include a hole punch. If you think something that you're using is kind of like, they're not going to know what this is, there is a place where you can describe what you're doing. So that would be great help. It's also very fun to see what you're thinking. So do that, because we have some great prizes for next week that you are not going to want to miss. Make sure that you send in your absolute best card, though. We'd love to have you. What else do we have? Oh, we have some great guests coming up. And still, no mention of the April Fool night. I will tell you, I woke up this morning with a nightmare about the April Fool night, the April Fool show. And it was not how it was supposed to be. It's going to be much better than my dream was. Next week, we're going to get to meet Charlene Madrid. After that, we have Sabrina's Level. We'll find out. Couple weeks I'm skipping, and then we get to meet Danny, Mary Clark, and Ardith will be coming back in May. So, yay! We love seeing our new friends and meeting new friends and seeing our longtime friends, too. Don't miss a week. Oh, did I tell you? 6:30 Central Time right here on Fridays. Our patrons, we do appreciate you all very, very much. We do give you lots of bonus content, including a Monday a fun Monday. I don't know what it is. It's just all sorts of stuff. But it's often a technique or a card something or other. And I've done this for 20 years. I have so much I can pull out and share, because some of those things are not very popular right now. We can bring them back. So anyway, we do thank you, each and every one of you, because we are community supported, and this is how those people are the people that are keeping this show on the air. So thank you so much to all. Oh, you know what that means, don't you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes? That means it's giveaway time. If you sent in a card last week, your name will be on that beautiful cardboard that's all programmed to land randomly on a person's name, and then it lights up. So there's no reason for us to go, I don't know, is that you or is that me? I don't know. So it's all very sound that way. And what are we giving away? Amy Young from Sweet November Stamps is giving away a $25 Sweet November stamp gift certificate. And, oh, by the way, she also has a 20% discount for our viewers. And use the code HAPPYANIV. HAPPYANIV. I believe it's in our Facebook groups for more information. And she also has it on her Facebook group. So you can get all that information there. I think she also might even have it on the Sweet November Stamps Instagram story. So it's all over the place. Shouldn't be hard. If you have a question, just go to our group and we'll help you. But thank you so much, Amy. We are going to spin for that right now. All the best. You guys really, really put in the good cards last week. They were all winners. Absolutely. Here we go. It's getting slow. Mary B is going to win that gift certificate. I need to hear from you. Use the contact form on craftroulette.live, please, by Sunday night at midnight to Otherwise, we'll give it away next week. So, Mary B., congratulations. Thank you so much for sending in a card. And thank you so much, Amy, for being so generous. Appreciate it. Let's give away one of our goodie bags because, Lord have mercy, we got a lot of good stuff. Our goodie bags usually are full of things like a stamp set, maybe 2, some designer paper or pattern paper, some little embellishments, and they're all donated by our viewers and our friends. Oh, I thought it was going to be Sue. Leslie Goff. Very nice, Leslie. Make sure you let me know that you are interested in that goodie bag by Sunday night, midnight, using that craftroulette.live forum. And not only that, we are doing a throwback giveaway. When we first started, we would give a handmade gift or a handmade card with an itty bitty gift in it. I have 2 of them again this week, so let's find out who's going to get those handmade cards with an itty bitty gift. First one. We did it for a long time. I think we did it maybe even a year. It was always fun. Let's see. Dina, one of the Dinas, Dina Hiltbrand. I was so... I looked up, it was Dina, looked away, it was Dina, another Dina on the card submissions today. That doesn't take much to throw me off, let me tell you. Let's do it one more time for another handmade card with an itty bitty gift.
Okay, Mary.
Oh, Mary B's here. Excellent. Well done, Mary B. Congratulations. Make sure you let me know so I can get you guys in touch. 5K Lamone, one of our leading ladies. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. This week on the Facebook group, also, I let our 5 top leading ladies tell their stories. It's really nice. I really appreciated reading their stories and how they're addicted to Craft Roulette. They are outstanding. Patty Beck with 97 submissions is our leading lady. Right under that, we have Jackie Rip with 88. Sue Masner has 87. And Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis has 80 consecutive. And Patty Beck's never missed a week either. And 5K has, I can't remember, but it's getting close to 70. Those kind of numbers are just remarkable. What's that? Jama has a giveaway? There she is. Let's hear about it. Well, surprise. Bonus. Cool.
Surprise.
Nice. What would you like to give these lovely people?
The creative design team and I would like to give away 2 memberships to our new membership for 2 months. So each person will get 2 months access to our membership. And
that's cool.
Yeah. And by the way, the membership registration opens again tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
We've been closed. So.
And you can email me that link and I'll put it on.
I will.
On the group.
It's creativedesignteam.square.site and I will email that to you.
Okay, because I won't remember.
If you guys want to learn more.
Okay, well, we're going to... This is international? Can it be?
It is international.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, let's, Mr. Producer, see if that wheel will give us one of our international friends. We are ready for somebody to get something like that from... That's a really nice gift. Thank you so much. They will love it. I know it's going to be good.
I know they are going to love it. It's been so fun.
Oh, that Smurf Murphy, who is not blue, she will love it. I know that for a fact.
She will.
She will. She's great. You'll enjoy getting to know her too. She's great. One more time. Come on, internationals. Let's give them somebody. Come on, wheel. Cardboard, whatever you are. These go up in order of the people coming in too, right? Yay, New Zealand! Awesome! You listened.
Yay!
It listened. Wonderful. Lauren, I think, she's been here, I think, tonight. She was in the first 10 submitters or contributors to cards for Craft Roulette.
Wow.
So, yeah, she was
Very
way
cool.
back. There she is. That's so good. I'm so glad for you. And so it's recorded, right? Or is it live or it's recorded?
There are pre-recorded classes every week, only because it's nearly impossible for us to do them live with
Right.
kids and
Right.
time
Different
zones, because
schedules.
one of our designers is in Australia. We've got Canada. We've got both coasts of North America. So, yes, they are pre-recorded. And we talked about this earlier, but in case anyone joined late, there's a full-length class teaching techniques every week. And then every week there's a 5-minute tip. And we have Q&As. We haven't had one yet, but there will be, and those will be live. And there's handouts for every class, so you can recreate and have a handout. A lot of people print them out and put them in binders. And just lots of inspiration and kind people in a kind community. So
That's what we like.
congratulations, winners.
I think all of our
Mary will get
people
us
would
in
like that.
touch, and we'll get you your access for 2 months. And
cool.
you, of
Thank
course,
you.
can stay after that if you want. But yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I think everybody that I know in this group would love something like that. So that's a very
Especially
wonderful way
free.
to share. Yes, free's always good. It just is. But at the same time, when it's not free, it has a sense of value that you paid for something, and you better show up. So so there's it's a little bit of both, but I'm still not buying that Post-it tape stuff.
I'll probably break
know
down
I
and buy it
wouldn't
one of these days.
I know I won't use it. I'll just go, I'm going to save it for a better project than the Oh My Gosh game. So
Well, hey, you know yourself. That's good.
that's right. Know thyself and know thy limitations on what craft products you'll buy and use. I grew up that way. We always saved things for good. So if I get something new, it sits in the closet for a couple months and years before I have the nerve to do it. It's late tonight, so let's get this. Thank you so much, Chatterboxes, for being so much fun here in the Chatterbox, and then also in our Facebook group, and all those cards you've sent in over the last 2 years, all 5,000 of them. Just outstanding. You've made my life a whole lot better, and I hope you feel the same way. This is the time of night when we get to do one of these, because we've gotten our weekend started with something nice and positive and pleasant. Oh my gosh. We've started with a game of crafting, and that's a wonderful thing. I'm looking forward to seeing your cards coming in. Jayma, thank you so much for being our first guest and our guest on our second anniversary. You're a very special woman, and we are honored to have you in our flock. Mr. Producer, well done. Kiss your brain. And if you won't, I will. That's right. Jayma, do you have any other thing to say? And then we'll say goodnight.
No, thanks everybody for your help tonight. And
Here comes a little.
I had fun. This is always fun.
It's
Great
good.
work, great
It's good.
community.
It is. It is. I'm very, very thankful. Y'all, take care. Stay safe. Keep crafting. Have some fun. Send those cards in, and we'll see you next Tuesday for Fun University, next Friday for Craft Roulette. Bye-bye.